everyone, today we are going to tackle a very huge and a controversial question. What if India, the world's largest secular democracy, formally becomes a Hindu Rashtra? Now, when we hear that phrase, our mind goes to extreme places. But for this video, I want you to put aside the idea of forced conversions or people getting kicked out from the country. Instead, let's explore a very different and a more politically realistic model. What if India followed the path of many other nations and simply declared Hinduism as its official state religion? What would that actually mean for the government and for the daily lives of millions and millions of people? Let's break it down. Before we talk about India, we need to understand that countries with state religions come with different flavors. Thanks to the data from Pew Research Center, we know that there are a few such models that are followed by different countries. There is a theocracy model, like in Iran, where religious law is state law and top religious leaders are in charge. This is very rare. The most common model is just having an official state religion. For example, the United Kingdom, where the monarch is the head of the Church of England, or countries such as Jordan or Denmark. In these places, other religions are free to exist and follow their own religious ideologies. In these places, other religions too are free to exist and people of other religions can live peacefully. But one faith or one religion gets official government support, funding, and legal preference. And then there is a third model of a preferred or a favored religion, like in Russia, where the state does not have an official religion, but the government gives special treatment to the Russian Orthodox Church. So, for our hypothetical thesis, going with the most common one, the official state religion model, and India, where Hinduism is the state religion, but other faiths continue to live peacefully, much like how the non Muslims live and work together in the Middle Eastern countries like UAE. To make this happen, you cannot just flip a switch. You will have to make a lot of fundamental changes in the Constitution of India. First up, the preamble. The opening statement will have to change. The word secular will have to go, and it will be replaced by words such that establish India as a Hindu republic or declares Hinduism as the official faith of the country. Next, you will have to tackle with articles that deal with equality, such as Article 14, 15, and 16 are the bedrock of non discrimination. They will need new clauses to create exceptions. For example, a new law or a new amendment might only say that a person of the Hindu religion can hold the highest offices like the president, prime minister, chief justice, and military chiefs. This creates what is known as a civic or a political glass ceiling. Finally, you will have to modify Article 25, which guarantees freedom on religion. It says that everyone has the right to practice their own religion. In a Hindu Rashtra, the propagate part will almost certainly be restricted for non Hindu faiths. You can practice your own religion, but you cannot try to convert others. This is a very common rule in countries with a state religion. The goal of these changes will not be to eliminate other faiths but to establish a hierarchy where Hinduism is given the priority by the government. So, with the laws changed, what will the life of all Indians look like? For the government, its identity officially becomes Hindu. Government events will likely they will start having Hindu rituals, and the public holiday calendar would be centered around Hindu festivals. And the national school curriculum will have to focus on Hindu philosophies, scripture, and the history that places the Hindu culture at its center. And the state can openly use taxpayer money to fund and maintain temples and religious schools. For the average Hindu citizen, life will feel validated, not equal but validated. Their faith will be reflected in the state's symbols and will be supported by its resources. It will create a powerful sense of cultural and political privacy. Now, for the Muslims, Christians, and Sikhs and other minorities, this is the most crucial part. For non Hindus, under this model, they will still be an Indian citizen. They will be able to live peacefully, run their own business, and own a house, and they will be able to go to their own mosque, church, or gurudwara. There will be no state sponsored pressure to convert. However, a peaceful existence will likely hide deep seated anger and resentment. This will boil down to one critical institution, the judiciary. Even if judges in lower courts could be from any faith, they would be interpreting a constitution that is no longer neutral. They will have to interpret a constitution that will only support the Hindu religion. This entire legal framework will be tilted. In any case involving a religious or a cultural dispute, minorities will feel that the system's thumb is already on the scale favoring the state religion. The feeling that you can never get a truly impartial hearing from the state will create a profound sense of alienation and injustice. So, after breaking this down, it's really important to stress on one thing. This was purely a hypothetical exercise. In reality, the judiciary will never allow India to become a Hindu Rashtra. Our Supreme Court has repeatedly ruled that secularism is a part of the basic structure of the Constitution. This means that secularism is a true pillar of our identity that cannot be amended or removed by any government regardless of its majority. Furthermore, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha will never pass such a bill. Making these kinds of constitutional amendments requires a massive two-thirds majority, which is an extremely high political bar to clear in a country as diverse as ours. And on a personal note, even as a Hindu Indian myself, I want India to remain a secular country. I do not wish for a Hindu Rashtra tag. We are known globally for our diversity and our incredible ability to find unity within it. And that I feel is our true strength. Important positions in office, from the Prime Minister to the Chief Justice, should be held by the most capable person. These important positions should not be chosen because of someone's religion or faith. They should be these people should be chosen by their ability to do work. Ultimately, while exploring this hypothetical situation is a fascinating exercise, the idea of an official state religion runs contrary to not just our legal framework but to the very spirit of what it means to be an Indian for all of us. That is my take. I would love to know what you think about this. What does India's diversity mean to you? And is our secular identity our biggest strength? Let us discuss this respectfully in the comment box below. If you found this hypothesis useful, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more such deep dives into complex topics like this one. Thank you for watching.